Start the show!
A long time ago, when I was in my 20s, I moved to Germany. And it was back when Germany was East and West Germany. And I got to spend a week in East and West Berlin, which back then was a somewhat scary deal of wandering the streets of East Berlin. And I can remember my mother calling me when she found out that I was going to Berlin, and she said, you know, Strom Thurmond can't get you out of East Berlin. And I spent the day getting drunk with an Australian couple on the Unter den Linden in East Berlin. And I can remember walking back, and I'd forgotten that you can't take East German money out of East Germany. So when I walked into the Checkpoint Charlie East German, East Berlin side, it was like walking into a movie. There was this one woman border patrol agent behind the counter. She was 6'2", had to weigh 250 pounds, looked like Central Casting had put in this huge East German monster woman behind the thing. And I was pretty drunk, and I thought, well, I kept hearing my mom's voice saying, Strom can't get you out of here. Behind her was a door, and in the room was just one chair. And you could just see in that room one chair. And I thought, I'm going to get stripped and beaten because of the 20 East German mark bill I've got in my pocket. So I pulled it out, gave it to her, and she got all mad, made me take off my shoes, she searched my bag, did all this stuff. And then I had to open a bank account in East Berlin, bring her the receipt. So I had like the best kind of tourist thing to put in my scrapbook, is I actually had a bank account in East Berlin for 20 marks. And then they escorted me under guard with AK-47s to right to the edge of the border. And then I walked across, and the two Americans over at the Checkpoint Charlie side of West Berlin were just giggling as I walked up because they could tell I was drunk. And they said, well, what the hell did you do? And I said, I was trying to sneak out with money and I'd forgotten about it. One of them looked at me and said, where are you from? I said, South Carolina. He goes, Strom Thurmond couldn't get you.
Ma'am, I have some really good news for you. I'm so glad you came down to the office.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine.
We were doing some investigating. We've been kind of taking apart all the post-communist bank accounts. And
Yes.
I don't know if you remember this, but when you were a teenager, you went to East Berlin and they made you open up a bank account. Remember this?
I sort of do. I was pretty high.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that bank was then taken over by another bank, the larger bank, First Bank of Stalin.
Oh!
And that bank was then taken over by another larger bank, Second Bank of Stalin. And it turns out the money that you donated to them, that you opened up in your bank account, was invested in the Russian version of Mac. And so I have a bag full of money for you. Your $20 turns out to be 100 million Eastern European marks.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I can do so much with 100 million Eastern European marks.
Yeah. So I just want to congratulate you.
This is amazing. This is, you know, I have often wanted to have money
Don't get
that
emotional.
wasn't
You get emotional, I'll get emotional.
that wasn't used in my own country. There have been so many times where I have wanted to appear classier by accidentally giving someone the wrong currency and saying, this is from my travels. And now I can't.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
I am. Do you mind? Can we go do this right now?
Yeah.
Can I experience this? There's a CVS right down the road.
All right. Get my 100 million.
Let's do it.
I'm glad you put it in a trash bag.
And I'll get this dandruff shampoo. It's not for me.
It's not for
It's going to be 8:31.
Oh,
Oh.
I seem to have left my wallet. Do you mind getting this, Barbara?
Oh, yes, I'll get this.
You bastard.
I'm sorry. That's whoops from my travels.
It's a $50 German thing, right?
It's from a country that technically no longer exists.
Yeah.
So you laid down I'm trash. You basically
Yeah.
say that.
Trash.
Wait, it's
Would
not trash.
an East Dakotan dollar be trash? I think not. This is gold. This is history. She just paid you with history. Look, a bag full of history
yeah.
on your counter. How much is that worth to you, huh?
It's not 831.
Well, if we had a bag full of the Magna Carta, would
Yeah.
you say that? This is unbelievable, CBS.
Yeah, come on, customers are very special. I think not.
Yeah, this is bunk.
Is that our acronym? So when I went, I had dinner and got totally drunk
Right, of course.
with an Austrian couple,
Right, of course.
and they bought my dinner.
Right. An Austrian buy your dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that goes against every Austrian joke I've ever heard. You know, 3 Austrians walk into a bar and then don't pay their bill.
Ow! Yeah.
That is crazy. They purchased their meal. That alone is a story.
They dine and dash all the time.
Yeah. And then they buy your meal. They dined and then dined.
And then
And then
paid.
cashed. They dined and cashed.
Not cash. You
Wow.
know what they did after that? They complimented my haircut. What is that for?
What is that? You heard the one about the Austrian who walks into a bar and then doesn't compliment the guy's hair. Oh man, so they came in. They did not stab you. That alone is a story. Then they complimented your hair.
They said, nice hair.
Wow. That my mind is blown. Or they say in Austrian, my mind is das blown.
Welcome to the East German checkpoint experience. You have your ticket, please?
Can't wait to go on this simulation.
Yeah, well, hold your horses. This is East Germany's checkpoint experience. You're going to be here for a while. All right, now if you'll just excuse me, I have to get in costume.
Wait, you're not already in?
This is what I normally wear, sir. Is there a problem?
Just a hat? Where's the rest of your costume?
Just give me a moment.
Look, we gave you an East German costume. Where the hell is it?
Maybe a part of it's in Budapest. Maybe part of it's in Toronto. I don't know.
All you have is the hat. And this isn't the right hat. You just wrote on the... This is a Cubs hat. You just wrote it.
You pay me in marks, you cheap bastard.
This will make it good someday, all right?
You know what? I Wikipedia'd it. It's not even a currency anymore. No one gets paid in marks.
All right, fine. We can adjust, all right? I got a whole bag full of pineapple shells. Pay you in that if you would like.
No, this, you know what? This is only good in that coconut pineapple island.
Yeah.
Those two idiots started.
Well, business. Look.
Maybe I will.
The truth is, you're the only 200-pound, 6'2" woman I know.
I know!
So we need you, okay?
You do need me. You will start paying me in a currency that is valuable.
Ow.
Yeah, feel how hard my fingers are. All right,
You still got just a hat on.
whatever. Bam, American.
This is a good simulation.
What time it is?